by this. You have
Recording
just
start.
hey,
All right,
shout out to
Wally.
everybody. Shout out to everybody here on the panel. Shout out to Wally. Shout out to Jay. We're here at Takashi Tribe Media. We're here talking about sports. We're talking about NBA playoff predictions and how the teams are. We'd also like to get your takes, your comments, criticisms, your questions, critiques, opinions, suggestions as well. Leave a comment. Also, support the algorithm. Hit the like button, share, and turn on the notification bell. And stay tuned.
Yeah, guys, listen, we're here to talk about our NBA playoff predictions. Wally will be joining us quite soon. Um, yeah, I got work tomorrow, so I'm trying to knock this in the bed like really quick. Um, I'm gonna let Marcus go first, and I'm gonna go last. How do you? Okay, so now that pretty much we know who's playing against who in the first round, what are your predictions for the first round?
I'm gonna make sure that my Warriors will end up beating and upsetting the two-seeded Rockets. Because I
Rocket
just
Boys. I
yeah, I
got
don't
you.
think the Rockets, they had a great year. They bounced back from a year and a half, 2 years ago of who they were, but I don't think they're fully there yet. I think on the lack of experience of playoffs, the only person I think on that team that has experience
For Van
is
Fleet.
Fred Van Fleet, and maybe one other player at most. But other than that, no, I don't think so. I think they have the Warriors actually, even though they're the seventh seed, they think they have more of the depth when it comes to playoff experience, and also Jimmy Butler coming into his role on that team and his identity with the Warriors after coming from the Heat franchise. And um, I think, in my opinion, Kuminga definitely is going to be a surprise player that kind of steps up more. I also think that Pachinski, I think he's another player too that needs to be uh, clearly the underdog that you see right there that is proving why he was drafted and why he has a place on that team as a starting spot as well. So those four players definitely have to shine, and they'll be the ones carrying that mantle. Their depth chart isn't as Buddy Hield needs to step up too. Buddy Hield needs to step up. That's the reason why they picked him up. Um, and yeah, so we'll see what happens. Kevon Looney does his part, and they just stay healthy. Draymond doesn't do any stupid turnovers. He doesn't get emotional. Doesn't get any technicals or flagrants, and we'll be good. As far as um, the three-seeded Lakers against who are they playing again? Jay,
The 60 Timberwolves.
the Timberwolves. So the Timberwolves, I don't know, that could be a tough team, tough matchup for the Lakers too. I think that series goes 6 games, and I think the Lakers will beat them. I don't think the Timberwolves will make it out the first round. I think the Lakers could. They're a Cali team, so I'm not going to hate on them. I'm not a Laker fan, but I'm also not
Same.
a Laker. It just they got good players. They have entertaining players. They have that three-headed dragon. They have Hachimura too,
They have
and
a
they have
balanced
like
team.
they have a good and they have a size on their team. They're not small. They're not small.
Hayes, whatever his first name is, I think his last
Yeah,
name Hayes.
yeah. So they're not small guys. They actually have some depth. They have some bench players that can alleviate and help out and facilitate. The Timberwolves, no offense to them, yeah, they got Randall and they got Anthony Edwards
Julius
and
Randle, Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert, he's there. He just all he needs to do is make sure he does his part if he can. Play defense, get rebounds, get the easy tip-ins or layups or whatever, or dunks if he can, and just facilitate the ball. Don't turn it over like a klutz. Um, yeah, but I don't think they get far. I think the Warriors and Lakers, I see them progressing to the next round. As far as the number one seed Thunder versus the eighth seed Grizzlies, I think personally the Thunder can beat them for sure. The Thunder will beat them probably about 5 games, maybe 6. I think just that it's not the Grizzlies' year. I don't see them upsetting the Thunder this year. It's just the Thunder are just they have
Of
such great
course not. Of course
chemistry.
not.
Yeah, they have great chemistry, and they've proven that they're the best team in the league, um,
Thank
especially in the
you.
Western Conference. So that, and then the fourth and fifth seed, which is the Thunder and the Clippers, which is probably going to be the Game 7 series right there. I think it'll go 7 games, minimum 6.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think
They
that's
got
just how
shut
it's
out.
going. Who do I think? I
out of that game, the Clippers versus
I
the OKC Thunder. You got
my mind is wanting to say the Nuggets, but my heart is trying to say the Clippers for some reason.
oh, okay.
But I think honestly, if the Nuggets take care of it and use that
All
grit,
Jokic got to do is, Jokic and Murray go off. I think they should be fine.
yeah,
And Aaron Gordon, like the one thing he
yeah,
improved this year was his threes. Like he couldn't shoot threes at
yeah.
all. Now he
And
shoots it.
Michael Porter Jr. too. He needs to do something too. He can't just be a
He's
and
just a
he
shooter. That's all he got going for him.
yeah
He didn't change.
yeah.
He didn't change at all this season.
But he needs to play some defense too. Just get some defense in him. You just shoot the ball and just be confident, and then just don't get any stupid foul trouble and do any stupid.
So he just needs to play the annoying pest for you.
Well, no, but he's athletic. He can dunk. He can shoot threes. So he needs to do stuff like that. It's athleticism too. He's young. I think he needs to do that. However, the Clippers too, though, the Clippers have this thing too where they're streaky and they have Harden, they have Kawhi Leonard, who are top players. They're not who they used to be completely, but they, for some reason, everybody's looking at them now like as a team to fear. And they also have another player or two. They have like at least 3 or 4 solid players on that team that can definitely make a difference when they turn up, all of them. And especially when Harden and Kawhi are both having good games, it's tough to, for whatever reason, that matchup starting to lock in. So, yeah, that series can go either way. I think that's a toss-up. That's a 50-50. And that's probably going to be one of the more entertaining series, in my opinion. Other than that, that's just the Western Conference. We just talking about the Western Conference right now, or are we talking about the other side too?
No. We can talk about the East. Let me get my
Okay.
Western off, and then we'll go to the East.
Okay.
I'm not really interested in the East personally, but because there's only 2 teams coming out, possibly. But let's keep it real on that. But okay, so OKC's beating Grizzlies. I mean, that's obvious. That should be a sweep.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Ja can show me or give me a reason why I like him again, really put up some numbers and shit. And yeah. And there's also those actual talks that he might be traded on the offseason. So I don't know if anybody knew about that. But that was what we talked about this whole season. I mean, like about the end of the season, I was talking about. So that's gonna happen. What was that? Clippers and Nuggets. That's an interesting match. I don't know who comes out of that one. That is super tough. I'm 50-50 with that. Either team can come out, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'll say this. Undecided on this, either team could come out. I don't have a definite winner on that. Like I said, as long as I'll say this, if Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, and Jokic, and I guess you could throw in Michael Porter Jr. because he is shooting as well. Their big four, if they can, like I said, if they can knock on all cylinders, because Zubac is not going to be annoying for Jokic. I promise you, he's going to dunk on that little bitch. In my opinion, that's what he is.
Zubac is a reliable player, though. He's a really good player on that team.
He's a reliable player, but he's not Jokic, and
nobody said that. No.
Yeah, he ain't stopping shit.
But I think he'll still be that. Like I said, the clip.
He'll try to get some rebounds, but I don't.
He'll score for sure too, though.
Yeah. I'm not saying he can't score, but I'm saying is, Jokic showing him, like I said, nurse him a little bit. Like I said, nurse him. Even though he's been having a good year, quote unquote. I got Jokic nerfing him, and also Jokic going off. He can go off at any time. That's the one thing about him. Him or Jamal Murray. All Jamal's got to have somewhere around 28 points, 25. And Jokic in them, and they combined, they should be good. Or Aaron Gordon with like a solid 20 or 18, they're good to go. Oh, and by the way, Michael Porter Jr. has to have like 12 or plus points. Maybe like four good shots with his threes, or hits 5 threes. That's all he needs to do. I'm gonna put 5 on there. I'm labeling that for Michael Porter because I need that from him. I don't think he'll shoot 5, but I think he'll shoot really, really deep threes when he needs to. As long as, God, I can't believe we're in this situation. Just Kawhi don't get fucking injured. Give me an entertaining series. I don't like James Harden personally. When he was on the Rockets, I liked him, but I like Kawhi Leonard. If they can, like I said, they can really tap into their bench and their system. They could possibly push this 6 games. I don't know if they can push it 7, but I'm gonna say 6. So we'll see what happens in that. So like I said, I'm decided with that. It could go either way. Now Lakers and Timberwolves. Lakers in 5 or 6. There. That's it. Yeah, that's the end of that shit right there. Warriors, I don't know. People got the Warriors being beat by the Rockets because of other things. I've been hearing that. I'm gonna say Warriors in 6. They just gotta be careful and be healthy. Every team has to. But that's what's gonna help. That's what's gonna help you guys. If you're not healthy, then you're fucked. I can keep it around with you.
It's anybody.
Because the thing is, you shouldn't have those injuries coming in. But that's what you do when you try to pull for the 6th, 5th seed, personally. But I'm still pissed off at your team for losing games they shouldn't have fucking lost, like that Spurs game and that.
I'm right there with you, so you're not alone.
Harrison Barnes, bro, get shot in the head.
I don't know about that.
Slap that out of his goddamn hands. But yeah, dude, that one irritated me so bad. Okay, I guess we're not to everybody in the West. Let's get to the East. Well, hold on. Wally, did you pick your? Hold on, let's not forget Wally. Wally, did you pick who you think is who's winning in the first round of the West?
I don't know. Will I be dropped into the Affinity world?
Jesus, go ahead, Wally. Go ahead, do your thing.
All right, sure. Let me go.
I didn't do that.
Damn, I just got dropped again. Ain't this something? Ain't this?
Let's go ahead, Wally. Go do your thing, Wally.
Like, can I get a word in? Lord have.
I think you have a lag. I think you got a lag, Wally.
No. That's just me being a dick right now because someone is perpetuated a-hole.
Anyways, back to regular broadcast.
Exactly. You just admitted it. If only you guys seen what was going on in the back behind the scenes. But yeah, take
Jesus, can we get through this, gentlemen? Can we please get through this section, please? I get it. Wally, you're tough. You're mean. You're mad right now. I get it. While Jay was doing some stuff in the back, we get it. But let's just focus on this.
What the fuck?
We'll cut this. We'll cut this out.
Wins, Nuggets, Lakers, Rockets, and Warriors is a toss-up. I don't know which one's gonna go where. At the end of the day, I see this neither 5 or 6 game. Either which way it goes.
And that's what matchup? What matchup is that?
Hurry up and go. Because I know I was gonna be dropped again.
God, he's a salty ass nigga, man.
You see, he's talking about I'm a salty nigga. See, that's a.
Oh my God.
See, look at this shit again. I did get dropped. I can't even finish. Can't even finish it now. Lord have mercy. Look at this.
Let him finish, Jay. Let him do his thing.
Oh my God.
I'm on my phone right now. Oh my God. Wally, continue, bro.
He says continue as if we're only just talking about the West.
Yeah, we're just talking about the West bracket right now. Then we'll jump to the East after.
Wait, did you get through all of them?
No, I just perpetually was just crying while being dropped. Oops, I just got dropped again.
Go through all the rest.
And the gaslighting and the trolling is just. Oh my goodness.
See, this is when the
Jay, you're not dropping them, are you? You're not dropping them.
I'm only safe while I'm.
Wally, are you dropping yourself?
He's dropping himself.
Oh my God.
Wally, Wally, really?
I'm not doing anything.
All right, can we get through this though? Let's get through this. Yeah. Nice.
Guys, I'm sorry about tonight.
We'll just edit. We'll edit this part out. We'll definitely edit this part out.
No. When I edit.
No. We're not gonna keep all this shit in. No, we're gonna actually do it. Let's do it legitimate. Not do this bullshit. And be lazy. No, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this legit. Let's not half-ass it and be lazy about shit. Then, if that's how we're gonna do it, then let's do it.
All right, this is where we talking those shits and be guys. We're talking shit while we're.
Anyways, God damn it, Wally.
I know, right? Today is my troll day. Lord, I'm the a-hole that wants to. Well, here you go. Gotta go back on mute.
You know, a homie of mine said it, and I was on this other panel. Is why can't we guys, right? Why do we gotta get ignorant? Why do we have to get ignorant about shit? You know, because for whatever, because this is what he said too, right? you can't always reason with niggas. For some reason, we can't reason amongst each other. We can't.
I'm a
Oh, shit.
And then to everybody in here, I have no claims to what is going on right now. I'm just here for.
He said he has no claims, but none
oh
of
my god!
I'm enjoying it. I'm like to me,
damn. See, I be sure. See, I can't finish the sentence. I can't do nothing. Oh Lord, have mercy.
So, anyways, back to the regular broadcasting episode and channel. Yeah. So, I don't think Wally finished his Western bracket though. Wally, did you finish your Western predictions?
Yes, I did, sir. I said Thunders. I said Nuggets. I said Lakers, and then I said Rockets, Warriors. It can go either way, 5 to 6 games. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. You want to give any more dive into information on that? Why you made those predictions? Why you think that, or?
If I do, I'll be scared to be dropped again. So
Sir, go ahead and continue. Don't worry about it. I'll pick you back up, and I'll make sure you won't.
I will stay muted. I want to keep the peace.
Anyways, shout out to the community, all right?
What did you just say?
The community. Oh, that's what me and Wally say. That's me and Wally say. Yes. The community. So, so the Eastern Conference bracket now. Can you show that now on that side? You're showing it right there.
You should be able to see it.
Right so there. the Bulls and the Heat, right? The Bulls and the Heat. I think the Heat can actually win. Clearly, I think they're the better team between those two teams. Which I think they did.
Yeah, they already did.
They beat them today, right?
They beat them today. I think. Yeah.
They beat them today. The Magic, I like the Magic. I mean, I like Trae Young. Don't get me wrong; he's one of the more entertaining players I like to watch on the Hawks. I do like that, but I don't think he has enough on his team to help him. I think the Magic will do it. They'll beat them. The Magic look better. They look hungrier. Paulo Banchero is probably another player that people are seeing as a star in the league coming up. Yeah. So as long as he stays healthy. Honestly, the sky's the limit, and the potential for the Magic to actually be, I think they need like 1 or 2 more pieces to be like Eastern Conference Finals, and then like maybe some Finals type level ready yet. Then they'll have like a role player in their All-Star. Then they'll be there. Other than that, I think the Magic win it. The Heat already won.
Against the Hawks already. So yeah, so Heat versus Cleveland. I think that should be a sweep.
So
Sweet.
I do think the Celtics will beat the Magic. I think the Celtics will beat them in 5 games, maybe 6. I think the Cavs will beat the Heat for sure in 4 games. In my opinion, I think they will. Maybe they might squeeze out 1 game, but that's
I can't see that.
Yeah, that's it. They're hitting on all cylinders.
Exactly.
And then the Knicks. I think the Knicks clearly have a better team than the Pistons. The Pistons just because Cade Cunningham, he's had his best year so far in his career. I've seen the numbers. I think he's like 26-9. He's averaging 26 points and I think 9 rebounds and 9 assists. One of those two. He's averaging near double in his games. He's the star and he's the stud of that team in the Detroit Pistons. However, I don't think that game goes past 5 games in that series. The Bucks and the Pacers is going to be probably the more competitive matchup. I think that goes between 6 to 7 games. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm rooting for, hopefully, the Bucks to get out of there with Damian Lillard and Giannis and the rest of the, Milwaukee franchise.
Giannis.
I don't really care for the Pacers, not on the hater level. It's just that Tyrese Halliburton, I think he's just not – he's not it for me. I no shade to the guy. He's trying. He's hard. He's a hardworking guy. But
Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
Would you get Tyrese?
I just said I didn't. You see?
No. I want to make sure. I want to make sure I mishear you. Did you say you don't like him or you have nothing against him?
No, I have nothing against him. It's just that I just think that I just don't. I just don't think he's. I don't think he's that. He's not that generational star player. I don't think he is. They're trying to push him to be on that Pacers franchise.
So what do you think he is? An average player?
No, I think he's an all-star. He's definitely an all-star, but I don't think he's like a superstar, I think he's a
Can he be a star? Simply a star.
Maybe a star on a bad team. Does that make sense? Star on a bad team, and maybe
with good faith. He said star on a bad team.
Yeah, it's like being the best player on a sucky team. Yeah, for sure.
Well, if you feel that way, why not just throw him over? Do you think if you put him on a good team like the Magic, where he's the point guard,
that'd be interesting. I mean, look, him and Paulo Bonchetto. That'd be interesting.
Paulo and Franz.
Yep, that's interesting. And then think about yeah. So I think that's how I think of it, though. I think the Bucks 6 or 7 games they beat the Pacers, the Cavs in 4, the Knicks in 5, and maybe the Celtics and Magic in 6. Because the Magic have always been that team to the Celtics that give them issues, So that's why I'm thinking Celtics in 6. Yeah, but I think so far that's my predictions for that bracket. On that side, yeah.
All right,
at least for the first round.
I'll keep it real. So I think it'd be Magic. Hopefully the Magic could put up like Paulo could like show off a little bit. I need him to get some more playoff experience because he was in the first round last year. So obviously Celtics, Knicks, Pistons. I hope the Pistons put up a fight because they're really good at the end of this year. They got like Kate Cunningham, which is probably one of my favorite new players coming out like that I like besides Paulo. Like young buck wise, I like Kate where he's going. Knicks will probably win that. I said probably. They should win that. If the Pistons beat them, I'll be so surprised. I'm like, yo. But it's Monty Williams, the Suns coach. Yeah, so we'll see. Like I said, we'll see how that series goes. But I say Knicks, Pacers, Bucks. I got Pacers. I don't know if without Dame there, I don't think get through all that shit. Because of the 4 seed, so they're a little close. But I got the Pacers coming out. And I rarely ever say that about Giannis because I like Giannis. 1 through 8, that's a stomp. That's a sweep. It is a slaughter. Then she gets Cavs with the Heat. That's not even a question. Bam ain't doing shit to Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, bro. Those are 2 defensive stone titans he cannot go through. Sorry, he's getting his ass whooped. Tell her if I'm put some shots, but it's I think people are asking too much for that team. So Cavs win that, and they go to the second round. I guess we can talk about who will go to the second round. Marcus,
did you want to? Well, it's up to you. If you want to just end this here, and then we just do the first round, and then we do another video for second, and then for the conference.
No. Yeah, all right, fine. We can do that. You guys gotta wait a whole week for that. And we're quite fine with doing that. I got a bunch of nonsense to knock out. But yeah, we could do that for another video. I guess the only thing I would add to this vid, I guess off-season predictions possibly, but the off-season isn't here. All right, Marcus, if your team were to get a big, who do you want on your team? I'll just ask you both different questions, and then we'll end it there.
Maybe the Warriors can get just size, get like a power forward and center that's at least a good defensive and rebounder, and also he can shoot. Maybe he can shoot the 3 to open the perimeter more. Just to help out Jimmy and Steph and Buddy Hield and Podesky too.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I really want to trade Buddy. Fuck that dude.
But
consistent.
Yeah, I mean, like I said too, like Buddy's coming off the bench, so he just needs to understand, be that 6 man if he can, and step up and be that. He just needs to be that guy like how Sean Livingston was with the Warriors. Just step up when you need to and just do your part. We're not asking you to be the other Steph on the team, but just be a significant role player. Be the captain of the bench. Be the 6th player right there. You need to be, and that's it. Don't do any stupid turnovers. Don't get into it with the refs or nothing like that. You'll be good. And then don't be a Draymond because it's already bad. We got one Draymond. much as he's my dog. Right?
Draymond, that's funny.
Yeah,
I think he's capable of becoming Draymond, honestly.
Yeah, and so I think something like that. Anybody out there that can do that, hopefully they can, sign him. Other than that, I ain't got much to say, man. Second round predictions. I think we'll just probably chop it up in another video.
We'll do that in
it's just a
video.
Yeah, because I think the second round, we gotta remember, like, hey, like the Grizzlies beat the Mavericks today, 120-106, and then the Hawks. I mean, the Heat and the Bulls. So that'll be interesting since they got in the playoffs. So the Cavs and the Heat, and then the Magic and the Celtics. They'll be the ones in there. So yeah, I mean, hey man, stay tuned. Everybody, just make sure you please hit the notification bell, turn it on, like, share, subscribe. Definitely trying to do more content on this channel on this end. Everybody, make sure you subscribe to Wally's channel as well. Also, make sure you stay alert for any other upcoming content. And support the channel. Leave a comment, suggestion, question, critiques, criticism, opinions, whatever. We appreciate it. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel, like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you heard Marcus. I'll ask Wally something, but I'll get my point off. I'll trade Kuminga for Derrick Jones Jr. just because he's more competent and just because he has a bit of work with that squad. If I do any trade, yeah, that's happening. Wally, and this is a question for you, and then we're gonna end it off, and you'll get your last words off too. What improvements can your team make by the end of the season?
I just find it funny how he over here sitting here asking me what team I can improve, how my team can improve, but yet 9 times out of 10, I didn't even talk about where the Eastern Conference is going to go on my side of the notion. But again, this is what happens. You become that dude. You see, this is what happens. You become that dude, and you get. Oh my God! Here he goes again. I'm going to get dropped. I can't get nothing in here. Why I can't get the chance? I get a chance to eat my piece today. Why I can't speak on the East? God.
My apologies. Damn. Yeah, we're gonna have to edit the shit out of this video, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired as hell. I gotta go to work.
Hey, Wally, make sure I want to see what your predictions are for the Eastern bracket, though, please, for the viewers and for yourself.
Yeah, my bad. Tell me your predictions. I'm sorry. Damn. My bad. All right,
ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna keep trolling you any more longer. I'm gonna actually choose this. Look, one in Taz is what it is. God damn, see, I can't speak again. Look at this shit. This is what I'm talking about. I can't get no respect.
See, go ahead, Wally. Go ahead, Wally. Go ahead, Wally. Go ahead, Wally. Go ahead.
This is a crime. This is a crime, I tell you. This is a crime. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh.
Go ahead, Wally. So what do you say about the first and 8th seed?
No, okay, let me stop trying to throw, though. Okay, look. Cavs versus Heats, look, it's going to be pretty simple. Look, as much as I have faith in my team for being what it is, but let's be honest here. For the trauma bonding that's been going on with the Heats because between Pat Riley and Jimmy Butler, look, let's be honest here. Miami, we have no one to blame but Pat Riley this year. I don't want to hear none of y'all bitch-ass niggas out there crying, talking about, oh, but Jimmy was crying too. Guess what? When you have a star player and he's looking for neither support or neither he's looking to get paid more, whatever it's one you want to believe it is, I don't care. At the end of the damn day, you ain't putting the team around that dude, and at the end of the damn day, you ain't doing nothing for him. So at the end of the day, and let's be real, when you hear that Pat Riley was crying when these two were in an office together, look, that tells me everything. Pat Riley, you're just losing your way right now. You're losing your way, you're losing your touch, and personally, you're just getting too old for your own fucking shenanigans. At the end of the damn day, look, Heats, y'all deserve to lose. I'm gonna just be honest with that. As a Heat fan, y'all just deserve to lose. It is what it is. But I ain't gonna lie though. There for a certain person that believes the Cavs are gonna make it out of the freaking East without no probable cause, so far in my beliefs. Look, I just hope they give y'all enough hell. That's all I can ask for. That's all I can ask for. At least when they walk out with giving you enough hell. That's all I can ask for. But with that said, look, Cavs are gonna win. More likely, the best thing I can ask for is 5 games, maybe 6 at best. If they took you out of 7, I'm gonna laugh my ass off at best. Okay, going on next. Next on up, we got Pacers versus the Bucks. Look, like both teams, but I believe the Bucks are gonna go and take this home. I think they take this 5 games in. That's the main thing. Sleeper team, Pacers going against the Knicks. I like this little battle. This is probably the most interesting thing out of the East for me personally, just because. But I like the Pistons because dark horse team. I believe they're the dark horse team to beat, and I think they're going to surprise a lot of people maybe. So I'm going to go with the Pistons on this one, but I won't be surprised if the Knicks win, take and move forward. And then of course Celtics versus Magic. I don't give a fuck for the Celtics. So I'm gonna go with the Florida team, like the other jokes are made on the other side of the platform, and yeah, I'm gonna go full on Florida. I'm gonna go Magics just for jokes, really. The Celtics got to win, even if I don't like them. But I do wish Magic do give them hell too. I wish them the best of giving them hell, a whole boatload of hell, as much as possible. But yeah, those are my picks right there. I know, right? Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
All
right.
Yeah.
Well, that being said, y'all have a great night and peace.
Sorry, that was my fault.
Out.